People, deluded, good morning. I hope you're all doing well. For those of you that are in other countries, it's around 7 a.m. today. Obviously, I've had my shower, I've had my breakfast, and I'm about to get through the door, as you can see with my vest on. But quick inspiration in this vid, and I didn't even have time to go find a t-shirt or my Arsenal t-shirt to put on. I just felt it needed to be said. You guys know I'm a big fan of Julian Brandt. I believe Arsenal have to make him a priority this summer purely because I've come to discover that allegedly he's got a release clause of around 20 to 30 million. Now, I don't know the specifics, but it's a release clause within that region or just above that. Forgive me if I'm wrong. If it is 20 to 30, it's a no-brainer. Arsenal need to do that. I've made videos about this guy before. I've spoken about him in Q&As. You've seen him already. He's not a new player. If any player is new nowadays. He's been around for a while, and it's scary that he's a full German international. He went to the World Cup. I'm sure he scored, and he's still only 22. For me, this is a no-brainer, people. Purely because he can play on the left, probably his best position out on the flanks, out of the two flanks. He can play on the right. This season, you're seeing him play in a 10 sort of position, or if not a 10, creative central role. So he can play all over. So if you look at Arsenal's direct needs, why did we bring Denis Suarez in? Obviously, we needed a ball carrier, or someone's strengths were to bring the ball from deep in central positions and create and provoke attacking situations. He can do that because he's been playing there. He's played on the flanks. He's got an eye for goal. His link-up play is good. He's very good at dribbling, beating a man. He's a very good technician. I don't need to tell you a lot about him because you've seen him before. Even if you just remember his 2 goals, who is it? He got 2 goals and 2 assists, I'm so sure, against Fortuna and Leverkusen. For me, in this season, they've been a bit so-so. I like watching Leverkusen. You lot know I'd actually like Mitchell Weiser at this club. Really like how he's been converted into a fullback, and I like how, obviously, after being sold from Munich and going to Hertha Berlin, he's found a place for himself. And obviously, I like the yard man in Leon Bailey, so I'm always going to watch them. And Hervites, they've got a good squad. Prior to that, obviously, he was at Wolfsburg. He was doing his thing. He's been around for a while. And to be honest, he's very experienced for a 22-year-old. And this is always what I say with the British counterparts. How many 22-year-olds, I've got his stats up here, have played 204 times for their club? Do you see what I'm saying, people? He's got 39 goals and 44 assists for Leverkusen. For Wolfsburg, he played 42 times, getting 21 goals and 25 assists. That is very good. So all in all in the Bundesliga, 154 appearances, 33 assists, and 31 goals. So that's a very good return. And like I said, he's still gonna improve. The only issue is that there's a certain Bayern Munich club that scoop up all the Germans. I mean, if I was Bayern Munich, I know they're actually linked with Pepe and these things. Ironically, so are Arsenal, and they've already got a whole load of wingers at the club. But you'd think Julian Brandt, with the dynamic of German players that play for certain clubs, with Arp going there, obviously it's a different position, but Goretzka went there last year, you would think that he is destined to go to Bayern Munich, and it's a case of when, not if. So I think Arsenal already lost this battle. But in regards to everything that Arsenal claim being self-financing, he would present that because he's 22 years of age. You look at the next 4 years, he could be sold such as the cycle of football, for profit or resale value or just to break even sort of thing. He's young, so he's got, in terms of just the squad, we've got another player together with Guendouzi, Torreira, Guess Maitland-Niles, Nelson and Emil Smith-Rowe on loan. Saka's in the under-23s. Holding and Mavropanos aren't the oldest. So you see what I'm saying, people. There's a young group of players that he could be added to, that for allowing, if Unai Emery is here for an extended time, for the next 2 to 4 years to mould and build the squad around. Like I said, he gives Unai Emery options because, like Suarez, he can play on the flanks and he can play in the midfield. And clearly he's better than Suarez in my opinion, but that's what he gives. He's got 7 goals and 10 assists this year as well. So in terms of his youth, his adaptability, how he can be utilised, and most importantly, his price tag, we should be doing this. Allegedly, we've only got 50-odd million to spend, depending on the Champions League and other specifics, people. Surely if we've got that, signing someone like Julian Brandt and a centre-half would be the priorities. They're the 2 places you're looking at. All right, cool, you can move forward. We could take a winger and take a centre-half in the summer. For me, centre-half is vital. You guys know I'm big on the central midfielders. I think there's a case to sign 2. At a push, of course, I'll take 1. But for me, Julian Brandt is a no-brainer. We have to go for this. And I know a lot of talk is being said about Pepe, and don't get it twisted. I would love Pepe at this club. He's a baller. But you're seeing 50 to 70 million. Arsenal have already priced out. I would love for a miracle to happen, and Arsenal have, in fact, already agreed a deal sort of thing. Do you get it, people? But such as the dynamics of football, his move has probably been finalised, and it's just a case of making it public. His manager's resigned to losing him. He said that he sees he should go to a team that's playing in red and in the Champions League. Very ambiguous statement. I mean, for me, you can make links to Bayern Munich because they obviously need a winger because Robin and Ribery are getting on. Obviously, Manchester United are in the Champions League, and let's keep it trill. United is still a big club, and if I was a footballer, when United's one of them clubs, if they come calling you, listen, sort of thing. And obviously, the finances and things play a part. There's that. The form Liverpool have been in and the way they're moving, they also play in red, so there's them as well. So that's three clubs that are probably way more attractive propositions than Arsenal at this moment in time. Man United, depending on how you look at it. Liverpool and Munich, definitely so. Obviously, United are in the Champions League, so they probably are. But yeah, people, I think we can't go for Pepe, really, based on that links. Again, I would love to be wrong, but you guys know I'm a big fan of Brandt. We're probably not going to go for him. We're probably not going to sign him. But I feel, at least on the backdrop of the wages and all of these sort of things you're hearing, this is someone we should go for. And I know I've made a video about Suso, and we've been linked with Suso, but for me, Brandt would be a better proposition to sign than Suso. And I think Suso's a baller, so I'm not even getting at him. But I've done enough, people. I've tried to make this brief. I know I talk very fast. Apologies. I can't help it. When Mustafi learns how to defend, I will be able to stop speaking fast. But I got places to be. I got to keep it moving, people. At the end of the day, I need to earn a living, and DG's no fun if you ain't got no money to live in it. So I'm going to get out of here. I need to put on my shirt and them things. But people, deluded, thank you for watching and rocking with me. I'm out, man.